today I've got a butterfly and we're going to be drawing this today. So what we're going to do is go into the wrench icon there and go to drawing guides, then edit drawing guide. So here you have got like the 2D grid and all these other ones, but we want the one in the last one. So whatever we draw on the right will be copied to the left, so we leave that one on there and put a new layer. Done it on the wrong layer. Okay, no problems. We can switch drawing assist off and put drawing assist on that one. Yep, we got it there, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to draw the butterfly as it is first. Let's do the body bit first. So we've got the round bit there, the eyes, and then we have got the antennas there. Okay, this is basically, we're doing the rough bit first, and then we got another round there, and then we got one that is a bit longer about there, and then we got another one that's going basically about there. So whatever we're doing on basically one side is being copied to the other side. So now if we take the wing, we start from there near the head and get it rounded there. The size doesn't matter at the moment because we can always make that smaller as well. Then we got the other one coming from the bottom, and it's a bit like that, and it's coming up about there. Yeah, and then we got a line from here going all the way down there. Got a spot there, a little design there, and another spot there, and then we've got these lines and some like veins going across. We've got some on the top. Then we got this bit that is a bit darker, but I think we leave that for the now, for a moment. And right, okay, so what we can do now, just put these little dots in as well, so we can select it and we can make it smaller as well. Okay, but first I think what we've got to do is turn off assist, so it lets us do what we want to do with it. Okay, so the arrow icon at the top, and then from the bottom one corner you can just move it around now, or even turn it from the green, this top green one here, you can turn the item itself, or you can duplicate this as well now. So you got another one. I'm going to make 3 of them so that we can, so that one we can put around there and make it facing the other way, and we can also flip it at the bottom, flip horizontally, yeah, or downwards. It's up to you, whichever way you want to do it. And that way it's looking that way here, and this one I think is just to make the shape of the rectangle, not rectangle, yeah, rectangles, the way you want it. So the third one that we had was that one there, so we go on the arrow again. I'm going to just move it down, and I'm just going to move it there like that, so that we got 3 of them in there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is this top one here, I'm going to do this as a reference color. So that's the reference I've got now, and I'm going to add I think I'm going to do it on top of that one, so we can do the coloring in. So with the icon picker, the icon picker basically you'll probably have it set. You can always go on these and go to gestures and all them, edit in performances and gesture control, there it is, and then you can choose the way you want them to. The eyedropper, I've got it on a touch on that little square, the one that is between the pencil thickness and the opacity. In the middle there's a little square, you can push that one, or you can just touch with one finger, and as when you move it, the eyedropper will come. As I'm going to put my finger on the color and just move it a little bit, and then I'll get that color. Then what I can do is drop that color in to the wing where I want it, and the other one, and the next one. Okay, so that means there's something that is open somewhere, and if you look, it's open there. So I'm just going to tap it and go back to my reference layer and just fix that, so it's basically joined again. And then I can come back again on my layer and pick that color, put it in, and now it'll just sit in properly. So basically on the other side is going to be the same. Should have done that the same go. Okay, and we can do it. Wrong one. Why have I got this pencil? How did I get that pencil in there? Right, okay, never mind. Right there, and then we can go back to that reference one and then put the color in. I'm just putting the colors in now. Right, okay, so and then what we're going to do is I'm going to basically, hang on, I'm going to keep that one there, add another layer to this and do a clipping mask on this. So now whatever color I do inside the purple I've just done, everything will be inside. So if we go for the black now, that is on the sides, and now I can use my, it doesn't matter what pen you use, basically it's basically up to you, you know, the way you want the colors. Each pen's going to give you a different type of color. Like this one now is, you can see it's like a watery color thing, but that's not what we want. So we'll use this one on this one, but on the other ones we'll use a different one. And let me just make that a bit smaller so we can get the sides in. That one in there. And we got this bottom bit here. So what we do, I'm going to use the smudge tool basically to smudge that in like that, so it doesn't look like a pencil mark. Okay, that's not doing it properly. There we go. Okay, so I'm just smudging in all basic whatever I've just colored in, so it just blends into the color. There isn't any color on that one anyway, so but the one we're using at the moment. So we probably want to make that more darker, and I'm going to go with a different pen. What is, you can, in here you can make like add, if you push add and hang on, cancel that, plus sorry, so on this side, yeah, this is the add you push, and then you can make your own brushes that you want to keep. So basically if you want to keep that, all you do is hold this down with your pencil, there you go, it'll just come off that, and then you can just move it into the one you want. That one's still in there because it's probably gone right to the bottom somewhere now. Yeah, there it is, the untitled one. Right, we were going to do, okay, shall we try this little spots here and see how we're getting on with that? Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so those we can smudge in a bit. It's a bit too big, isn't it? Okay, about there. So what I'm going to do is use the smudge. This smudges it in a bit, make it look a bit better. Right, okay, now I'm going to go for this blue that I've got, but I need a different pen so that we can shade it in type. I'm going to use this one. Okay, So that's a bit small. Okay, yeah, that's better. Yeah, there we go. We've got some coming here, some going there. Doesn't have to be accurate, you know. All the butterflies, whenever you see them, they're different designs. So you can just try to get close as what you want. Right, I see. I've got the different smudge tool. That's why I'm getting all these problems. Because if I go on my smudge, I think I've got the wrong brush. Yep, I have. But I'm going to stick to that now anyway. So we're nearly somewhere, getting somewhere slowly anyway. So right, so I'm going to pick the black again, and I think, yeah, I'm going to be on the same layer, so I'll just keep it in reference to that one. But what I'm going to do is make it lighter from one side and darker on the other, so it looks like it's blending in the outside of these bits here. And that bit there, something like that. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna bring those in a bit, like you can see on there. That one, there's a bit there, there's another one there, so something like that. Yeah, and then we're gonna just smudge those in so they look natural. Okay, so we've got that around about there, and the middle bit is black, so we'll fill that bit in as okay, it's clipping mask, because on the clipping mask you need something to be underneath it. That's the only way you're going to get. And if you look here, we clipped to this color here on layer number 5, and so what I'm going to do is basically make another layer on top of this one now, plus there. Now if I color, we'll be able to color that in. Hang on, no, this is going to clip to that, so what I'm going to do is go underneath, basically bring that underneath there. Right, okay, and then I'm going to just make the pens just the right size, what we need, and then color that in. And just making the little round shapes so they look natural. Trying to. Alright, okay, there we go. And on that one, and if you look now on the, yeah, we've got like a little white color on there as well, haven't we? Okay, so what we'll do is put that there like that, and then get white and just put something like that, and then we've got something, and then we'll just, that's too much smudging. Okay, let's get that back in there like that. Yeah, something like that. That's it, guys. We're just learning, so I'm just doing the best I can do on this, because this way I'm learning as well. So right now I'm going to go for the antennas, and I'm going to make those black there, and there we go. So now if I was to switch off that layer there, and you can see now all the white lines have gone away, and we're left with the coloring that we've just colored in, and it looks much better that way. And if you were to put a background, don't like that color. Let's go about there. Yeah, so basically you can see, hang on, I think I've got the guides reference is on. Alright, and assistance, drawing assistance. Okay, I think it's on this layer, isn't it? Assistance layer, and I think what we have to do, if you're not going to use the assistance and you don't want that line in there, I think you have to go back to the settings icons at the top, and then you'll have to go to, where were we, add, no, preferences, gestures. I've already forgot what I've done. Okay, that's good. I'm doing really good, aren't I? Canvas, that's the one. Edit, edit guides. Okay, here what you need to do is just switch that off, and then that middle line will disappear. So basically it's not there anymore. Okay, now the butterflies we were doing. All right, okay, so I'm going to put another layer in between those two layers now. Add, that's got a reference to this one as well now. So, and I'm going to pick thin line now. Black is fine, and we can see what size we got there. Right, so here I'm going to go something, just make those little lines that we can see up there on there, and it's going like that there, and then we've got some lines coming here, then another one coming there, and that one going a little bit there, and then we've got one line just coming around and down there, something like that. Yeah, and then we've got these lines on the other side, gonna do the same. There we go, and we've got one going there, and then one is coming around here, and then we got the black there. I think we should have made these lines on top of that one so we get it a bit more darker like that. Yeah, so we've got the blue in, and we've got that in, and then what we've got the black color also in, and I think this bit here we can put some lines like that and there, and then what I'm going to do is use the smudge tool just to smudge those bits in a bit. I think what was better, I think what I'm going to do is these other ones, the ones I made, these duplicates, I'm going to delete them, and I'm going to duplicate the one in the colored one, so that way we don't have to do all this what we just done now, and we can just change the colors once we're done with that. Okay, let me see if I can get that in there. I think we need something like a little dot. That's fine. Yeah, but does it, can I blend them in? Yeah, let's just blend them in so they're a bit too much, I think. I'm just going to leave those in there like that. Okay, so what's here, where the wing overlaps the other wing, so what I'm going to do is do a selection freehand and then just draw around it where it is, and then basically like that, and tap on, oopsie, shouldn't have done that. Okay, tap that, and then I can do because I don't want it to fill, so we're going to do is feather like that, but I don't want the coloring to happen. Clear. All right, okay, now we got plus, that's fine. We're supposed to push the plus actually there, plus, and then we do this. So if we do that there now, so what I can do is invert that selection, then get a darker color, and basically I need a pen, something like that, that's like a shade, and then just shade that in at where the edges are, like that, and then smudge it in on the outsides so that it gets a bit smudged there like that. And now when I let go, that didn't come out really good, so am I on the right layer? Let's have a little look. Which layer was I on? Okay, I'm going to go on that one and see if I can do that same thing again and make it a bit, I'll do the other side actually. There, invert the selection so we're on the other side, So if we do that now, okay, I think my pen is a bit too small, that's probably why we didn't get the effect on the other one. So that way it shows you like this. There we go. And if I like do that now, it's like something's underneath it, the shade. Or what we could do is pick the same color and just blend a little bit in there like that. So it's not coming out the way I want actually. I'm just making a little bit of mess there actually. That looks better. So what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine those layers together, and then basically, and the middle bit as well. Okay, and we can delete that bit because we don't need that. Okay, so now what I can do is make another layer on top of that and make that as clipping mask. Right, so now if I go around the edges, there we go. Yep, that's fine. And everything in there, something like that. Okay, so what I want to basically do now is get those lines off first. Okay, and let's get a darker color now. So we want the darker color to be underneath like that. That's it. So that shows it's underneath the color, something like that. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is smudge that down a bit so that it shows there's a wing that's on top. That's hang on. I'm going to blend that down as well, merge, and I'm going to get my blurry tool, and I'm going to try to get rid of those little lines we got there. Or what we could have done is made a different layer completely for the top wings and then blended that in with the other one. So there's 2-3 ways of doing this. Depends on the way you want to do it basically at the end of the day. But we're just learning at the moment, so I'm just smudging these lines because they're a bit too sharp for me. Okay, so we've got that where we want some lines there to be, so that, hang on, let me just get these out of the way as well. So we've got everything what we want, and I'm going to go for a white, and I'm going to go for that spots thing there. So we got those there, and one there, one there, one there, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's get these little lines here. Okay, so now what we've got is these little white colors here. So what I'm going to do is try to see if I can get a shading brush. Yeah, that might do. Yep. So what we'll do is try to shade those bits in. Something like that. Okay, so we've got a little bit more white come in, but I'm going to go for a bit more of that, the white. It doesn't look the way I want it. No. Okay, so put some here like that, some here. So I'm going to blend that in. I think every time you use a different brush, you're going to get like a different effect from it. So it depends what you're going to, the effects you're going to get from there. So if we look at that now, we've got like a little bit of the white here. Oopsie, got the wrong color. Okay. Right, and you know, you can get these lines in the way you want them. So, and then just blend them in again. I think I got the wrong, yeah, I was saying that before and I didn't change it. Right, I'm going to go for the shady one and then do that. So that way, yeah, that's a bit too big. Go back. That's fine there. Okay, so now if we do the shading, a bit too small. Yeah, there we go. Now you'll see that it's blending in the way I think if we just keep the blue with it and just pull it outwards, oopsie, don't want it going out there, and that way the blue will come in and blend in as well with the white. Okay, so we're about there, so that's fine. I'm just gonna see if I can blend in the outer lines, these lines there, because they look a bit too sharp. I'm just going to do the same for the other side, like that. Okay, now what you can do is, if that's what you want, basically at the moment what we got, let me just see. Right, yeah, that's the one, and we got that one. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is select that. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go here and I'm going to pull that on one side and duplicate it 3 times. Yeah, so then what I can do is now move this down the way I want it, and it's already colored, and there we go. And then we've got another one that's there, so move that one down, make that a bit smaller. Okay, now if you want to change the colors, and let me just see if I can get that there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, in here you can change the colors. I think it's called color balance. So we've got this little one now, and we're going to do the color balance. And no, I think it's the first one, hue saturations. So okay, if we go for that, and if you look at as I'm changing the colors, you can see they can go brighter, lighter, and you can have them the way you basically want them, and you can change the colors to what you want. Like you've got the red one there now. Okay, and then what we do is, and the third one, the one we've got on this side, we can do the same again. Let's see on the color balance what happens on the color balance. Okay, the color balance basically makes it brighter and all that kind of stuff. Okay, there, let's see what happens there. And then we go to hue saturations on that one and see what we can do with that. About there. Basically you can get them to whatever color you want in by just changing the hue saturations on these, because you already colored it in, and you know you can go to the colors. Let's go for that there, and then up there. Doesn't look brilliant, but okay, about there. And then we'll go to the color balance again, see if we can do anything in there. Nothing there. Okay, what about that? And just make sure I'm on the right layer. Yeah, curves, those curves. Okay, you can brighten the greens and all that kind of stuff. Let's go on the red, make a bit more red in there. Yeah, that's fine. And that's the green. I think I'm going to go there, and the blues right there. Okay, what else have we got? Gradient map. Okay, I think this you can select from a different variety of gradients that they've got already in there. So actually no, do on that. That's a bit too light, too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that, go back. Right, okay, so that didn't do nothing for us. Gaussian blur, motion, noise, sharpen, gleam, glitter. What is glitter? Let's try that. Can we do anything on it? Okay. Not seeing much on that. So what about this one? No signal. No, we are on the right layer. Yeah, okay. Right, okay guys, all you'll have to do is fiddle with these glitches and all that kind of stuff, and you know, the ones bloom. Let's try bloom. Anything? No, I think it's not for the colored layers. Yeah, I am on the right layer. Yep. Sharpen chroma key. Let's see what happens on that one. Okay, so yeah, that is changing a little bit of the color, but not much. Right, okay, what this is doing, if you look on the edges, it's giving you like a little blur. So that's not much. Okay, so what else have they got in there? Liquidify. Okay, with liquidify you can push and pinch basically, so we could see if we can do something here. Let's see if you can. Pressure. Okay, I'm gonna go there, see if I can. No, nothing's happening. I don't know, I'm sure. Yeah, it is actually. Okay, so what you have to do is put the pencil where you want it. Like I've got it in the middle of the wing now, and I'm just on the edge on here. You can see it's moving one way. I'm going to twist it backwards again so it goes back into its place. Okay, so it depends on the pressure you use and all that kind of stuff as well. So that's not that good for us. Pinch should be something like when you're pinching it together. Crystal, let's see if that'll work for us. No, and okay, maybe I haven't got the settings right. No, nothing's happening there. What about this one here? Anything? No. Okay, that was just a little bit of a waste of time, but at least you know what they do. So now what we can do is just take the top one out and move these where we want now. So if you want this one here, select that and just put it in the center, and then you want the bottom one there and move that a little bit up there. And then what we could do in the background is like a light green, not that green, but you know I mean, but something like that. Or what we can do is make our own background and add another layer. See here, add, then we could fill that in with the green we want. Okay, it's done that. So we fill that with the green we want, or if we want it lighter, we can have it lighter. Right, okay, so basically you can just on here now, what you could do is get a bigger brush, something like that one. Let's make it bigger and make those, and just draw some lines here and there, and then what we're going to do is do a little blur on it and see what we get on that. And we are going to go for Gaussian blur. There it is. So if you look at there now, you can see that it looks like bushes or bits and bobs. What you can put different colors anyway, so you know. So that's that one. So that's that done for now. And I'm going to leave on the white color, grayish basically, because it looks better for me. Okay, so what was this one here? If you want, you can make it trees, bushes and all that kind of stuff as well in the background. So you know, if you're on that layer, just put another layer on top and then start drawing the bushes and all that kind of stuff. Or what you could do is just, actually I've got some brushes that they are like bushes and trees I've been downloading. So not those ones, they're all trees I think. Yeah, you can download all these, you know, they're like little stamps. So if you don't want to draw them, if you're lazy like me, and here we've got some bushes here, so we can do, yeah, there we go. Well, we can make them bigger. You know, just get that in there like that, just to show that it's okay. So that one, we got them there, and then you could also add another layer just to do the top as blue, so to show that it's outside somewhere. And get the different brush. There's a lot of you know, things that you can download. Basically, it's like even this one here, but you can put them in the bottom. I'm just going to see if I can find some. I think I had something like clouds somewhere, because I've been always saving these brushes. And let's try that one and just get that in there. So okay, so there we go, and then we just make it a little bit darker, so just to, and then we can always blend all those in. Yeah. And we can move that layer a bit lower, I think. Oh, can we? Let me have a little look. Yeah, so if we move that layer down there, then the bushes will show through. You can go on with this all day basically, so just a little example there now. So that was that for today. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.